the flood control project done in the city of Manila 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025, amounting to more or less 14 billion done in Manila. So most of it finished already. Bumaha ng pondo sa Maynila, bumaha pa rin sa Maynila. Now, itong lahat ng ito ay walang permit sa lungsod. Yes, we are investigating them, and they are also being investigated by the Office of the President. But that is the thing of the past. Sad to say, ulitin ko, bumaha ng pondo sa flood control sa Manila, amounting to 14 billion, and yet the people of Manila and those people studying, working, doing business, going in and out of Manila continue to suffer with the flooding. Gusto niyo malaman per district? Per district? Ginalo. District 1, 3.4 billion. District 2, 2 billion and 59 million. District 3, 4.2 billion. District 4, 1.3 billion. District 5, 1.1 billion. District 6, 2 billion and 60 million. Total of 14 billion, 313 million, 132,309 pesos and 12 centavos from project allocation for the year 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025. At malamang sa hindi, kulang pa yan. Kasi ang lahat ng ito ay kinuha lang namin sa website ng Pangulo. Yun ay nakaraan. Ngayon may bago pa. 112 new ongoing projects without permit, without paying regulatory fees for the local government of Manila. Particularly contractor stocks. Pag ordinaryong tao, nag-a-apply ng demolition permit. Pag ordinaryong tao nagpursigi, makaipon, pakayos sa bahay, kumukuha ng building permit. And they pay regulatory fees, like what you call contractor tax under the Manila Tax Ordinance. These are ongoing. We'll send you a copy of this. And yung mga binanggit ni Pangulo na mga kumpanyang paborito, nandito rin. Kayo na ang umusga. Konti-konti lang po ito. Random. 145 million. 97 million, 140 million, 94 million, 80 million, 142 million, 141 million. Ba? Kadikit-dikit pa yung numero. 141 million. GLC ulit. Ang daming GLC. 141 million, 94 million, 94 million, 140 million, 142 million. Mukhang paborito nila yung 140 million. Kasi tinitingnan ko lang naman random lang. So this is ongoing. And we continue to investigate. Now, hopefully, after today, they will learn a very good lesson. As I have said before, again and again, welcome kayong magnegosyo sa Maynila. We welcome development in Manila. Immaterial of political color, as long as you follow simple procedure. Ang masakit yung pagka-ordinaryong tao, hirap na hirap kumuha ng permit sa Maynila o sa local government. Pero pagka malalaking kumpanya, parang binabaliwala nila ang pamahalaan. So, we are investigating that. Yes, Sian.
Last question
Sure.
So, right now, pag po yun, sino ang pili ng talagang kapag bahasa Manila?
Well, as far as ayokong pangunahan ng Pangulo sa investigasyon na ginagawa. I think they have more resources to tell the people who is liable or not, who've done projects properly o baka meron ding guni-guni. If I may borrow the words of the President. No? But first things first, yung para muna sa aming mga taga-Maynila. Mauna muna ang taong bayan. Nagagamit ang building na iyon sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay ng komunidad sa Santa Cruz. Biglang nawala na pagkaitan ng mga taga-Maynila. That is my obligation. Hopefully, someday, somehow, magkaalaman din kung sino ang mga tao may kapabayaan. For now, it's very clear from your city government of Manila that there is liability on the part of the contractor. There are hundreds more, or a little over and under 100 contractors doing infrastructure projects from the national government. Of course, we'll go after them. The same banana. Unless they follow the local government code, provision of it, and other existing laws, like the National Building Code, and other ordinances, local laws of the City of Manila. Now, gusto ba namin silang sampahan lang ng kaso? Hindi po. Kaya lang, parang gusto nilang parang siguro nasanay silang walang umahabol sa kanila. Ngayon, I think they should learn their lesson very well. Welcome silang kumuha ng permiso sa Maynila at magbayad ng obligasyon sa siyudad ng Maynila. We will welcome them, each and every one of them, if they follow procedure.